Well, hi, Jules. Hi, I'm back with 40 Years of Mills and Boone and part of the series of the 2-in-1. Thank you, my library. Here we go. It's Dr. Daddy's Perfect Christmas by Jules Bennett. Okay, here we go. Dr. Daddy's Perfect Christmas. When Dr. Eli St. John returns to his hometown, he finds his first love, Nora, is now his best friend's widow, expecting a baby. Eli wishes were his. Eli won't be in town for long, but there's still time for him to make one last attempt to win Nora back. Oh, God, okay. Oh, my God, this one is just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Okay, so here's the premise is that Eli goes back to his hometown because his dad's got a dodgy ticker, okay, and kind of takes over his practice for a while because Eli's been offered this great job in the big city, you know, actually doing proper cardiology work and basically becoming a hero over there, okay, but goes to his little hometown, and straight away it's chapter 1, okay. Dr. Eli St. John walked past the freshly dusted snow-covered sidewalk towards his parents' bungalow, refused to even glance over to the neighbour's house. Soon he'd be calling Stone Rock, Tennessee home again for the next few months. He'd no doubt see that neighbour far more often than he'd like, but on his first day back he preferred to ease into being home, ease into knowing she was now within reaching distance, not that he would do anything about it, because he was a coward, because Nora the vet, okay, who he left behind, okay, right, Nora Parker the vet, the one who got away, okay, and, right, here we go. Leaving Nora Parker behind, now that he was going to be home for a good bit of time, dodging the one woman who still owned a small portion of his heart, would be nearly impossible. Not only was she his parents' neighbour, she was a recent widow, and his parents loved her like she was a daughter they never had. Okay, I just got a bit of a scar on his face as well, okay. So, he's back, and he sees Nora, okay. Oh yeah, right. And we hear a lot about Todd, okay. Todd, who was Nora's late husband, okay, because they all kind of grew up together, and basically Eli's childhood sweetheart married his best mate instead of him, okay. Right, here we go. Eli, Nora and her husband Todd had gone to the same school, grown up in the same small town. Not only that, Eli has served alongside Todd in the army up until 6 months earlier, when Eli had gotten out for good, and Todd had re-enlisted, and only a few months ago had been killed in action. Right. I'm sorry about Todd, he told her as he stood in the foyer. I wasn't able to get back for the funeral due to my work schedule, but I was thinking about you. Right. Yeah, because she moved on. He moved on because he thought at the age of 18 it could make the world a better place. So went over, travelled the world, became a doctor. Okay. And the thing is, Nora is still hung up on Eli, even though, okay, her husband just died and she's pregnant with her husband's baby. Well, her dead husband's baby, okay. And you know, thinking this book is just so ridiculous. These two just angst over each other. This book is just pure angst. Okay, because it's only there, okay, for only a couple of months. And of course, okay, her being a small time vet, she's not going to go up to go to the big city. So of course, he's going to have to stay there. And guess what happens at the end? Spoiler alert. And here you go. Nora tried, she really did, to focus on what Bev, that's Ilma, was saying, but mine was on the man who stood just over her shoulder, the man she once thought would to be the one, the man who told her over and over and over that when he planned on enlisting and exploring and changing the world after she graduated. It wasn't the fact he was enlisting that broke them. She was proud of him for wanting to fight for freedoms. The issue was that Eli had never intention of returning and settling down in his small town. At one time naively thought he'd miss her and come so much and come crawling back. Yeah, she held out so much hope in their relationship. When they'd been gone for enough time, she knew there was no chance. She cut her losses and started dating Todd. She'd been moved around so much as a child, as a kid. She simply longed for home and stability, things she thought Todd could offer. Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, she didn't wait. She just got with Todd, and then Todd died. Other Todd enlisted. I mean, you think you marry someone, okay, who wouldn't serve, but still, okay. But the thing is, Eli settles into basically his dad's practice, kind of takes over, all the gossip start coming in, and you kind of get this taste, okay, of what boring hometown life, what his life could have been, and God, thank God he enlisted, okay? Right. Okay, and this is where Miss Mays comes in, because she's at the neighbourhood gossip. Right. What can I do for you, Miss Mays? I just want to have a look-see since you're back in town. She expected this. Miss Mays, I have other places I need to see. Not here for a valid reason. I need to get going. I made you a loaf of pumpkin and mint bread. Pumpkin mint? Thanks, he said, as she's off the exam table. Maddie clutched a cane and narrowed her eyes. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Eli. I'm not comfortable with a St. John by being my doctor, but I trust your father, and he'd never let you into this practice if he didn't think you'd do the job. I can do the job. Yeah. So the thing is, when you see, okay, Eli's hometown bloody laughed. I wonder, okay, he walked out. Who wants that? Okay, you know, it's watching Heart of Dixie. Hey, look, I'm a Londoner, okay. Whenever we do, okay, the whole kind of small town vibe, okay, you know, where your mechanic is also your priest, okay. But this angsting between the two, it gets so annoying after a while. Okay, it's angst and okay between them and them trying to get close, but find out that she's pregnant. Okay, and and she starts to fall for him. It's pathetic. Right. Her clenched smile shot straight to her core. He'd always had a smug yet handsome smile of teen. Now was a full-grown man with creases around his mouth and some wrinkles at the edge of his eyes. He was even more devastatingly handsome and flat-out sexy. But Christian even trust what she was feeling, where emotions were already hiding from the pregnancy and rolling of Todd's death. Who is recently, just before he died, I filed for divorce. Okay? Right. Right. And the thing is, honestly, Nora is just lusting over Eli. But they're just lusting over each other. It gets so boring. They bond. He helps out the pregnancy. There's a break in at a vet's clinic. Okay, because people want drugs. Okay, and it's you just get so bored. I'm like, for God's sake, just get off the fence, you two. This bit here again. Once again, Nora's going over how wonderful Eli is. Oh God, Eli. She loves Eli so much. As a woman, she couldn't have admired his chiseled physique. He's always been a muscular guy in school, always lifting weights with his brothers, always tinkering with cars. When I was a man, his shoulders had nearly doubled in size. Taut skin stretched over rippling muscles across his back, of shoulder and arms. A tattoo on his back curved up over his shoulder, and she knew went round to the front of his peg. He had out when he left town at 18. Okay. That is all Nora is for the entire book. Okay? She doesn't about her pregnancy, how she's going to make money. Okay? And it turns out, okay, that her marriage wasn't fantastic, and essentially she tried, but he just lost interest in her, and he cheated on her. Okay, right. This is Nora. Okay, talking about Todd. Okay, so I tried to do everything for him. When he came home, she went on. I made his favourite meals, seduced him into trying to build a romance, but I couldn't feel him slipping away. I blame the army. I can't imagine what you guys see and what you guys do when you're gone. I wanted to know I was here for him no matter what. A piece of him was missing, and he wasn't even acting like my friend anymore. Because Todd was cheating on her, I'd filed for divorce, and Eli knew they had a fight. And so I've got a little scar on his face. Okay, I talk about serving, you know, how you talk about fighting for your country. Okay, but she finds out. She finds a note. Okay, from Todd saying that, you know, Eli knew, and it's like we've got to get divorced. Okay, and this bit here, oh, I hate this book so much. I don't want to hear excuses, she whispered. There's no reason for this kind of betrayal. You say you love me. I assumed even as a friend, you would have loved to tell me that my husband had cheated on me. Right. Yeah. So I had to do that one more time. But they love each other. They sort out, they get married. He proposes, she said yes. He gives up his big life in Atlanta, okay, to basically be a hometown doctor, okay, who basically gets pumpkin bread from old biddies. Because obviously there's no, you can't leave her little secluded town. I was so bored reading this book. I was so bored reading Dr. Daddy's Perfect Christmas. And Christmas, it didn't even feel like Christmas was even in the book, okay? Honestly, come to Christmas, go hard or go home, okay? It's even meant to get a bit of dust and snow, a bit of Christmas lights in the air, him getting like a few bits for the baby girl. I was so bored of this book. Do not recommend Dr. Daddy's Perfect Christmas. It just shove it with the first one, okay, because the first one's better. Bored, solid. Sign off here, everyone. 100 years. 40 years of Mills and Boone. Sign off here. Take care. Lost you all. Stay safe and all that jazz.